Hi, my name's Dr. Padilla. I'm a professor in computer science and psychology, and I've been a professor for over 5 years now. Today, I wanted to talk about a topic that I think you should consider earlier on in your PhD career, and that is what makes a standout PhD dissertation. How do you really make an amazing dissertation that will really set you up for your long-term career goals? As a professor, I've seen many dissertations, so I have a sense of the ones that are really amazing and stand out, and the ones that are just sort of average. So I'm going to give you my personal opinion on what really makes those dissertations stand out. Let's jump on in. All right, what is a PhD dissertation? It is the culmination of your entire PhD journey. And note that they will vary in terms of the format across different departments and different fields. Sometimes it's a book, sometimes it's 3 papers stapled together, sometimes it's a major manuscript. But ultimately, it is the final milestone in your PhD. Once you submit this, then you get a PhD and you become a doctor, which is great, very exciting. Now, I think one of the first things to consider is that oftentimes students go awry when they think about it as the final step. They want to submit their dissertation and they're done. It's the end. But what we really should think about is, what is the goal of a dissertation? What is the point of this process? And it's not simply just to get a PhD, it's to set you up for your long-term career goals. You want to use this to get the best possible job out there, to get your dream job, right? So it's not just enough to submit the dissertation. You really want it to stand out. You want it to be really exciting and impressive. So how do you go about doing that? Now, I personally think the major goal of your PhD should be to illustrate that you are an expert in a particular topic. You want someone from, NPR to look up your topic and you're the first person to come up, okay? You want to illustrate that you are a leading researcher in this particular field. So what I'm going to talk about today is that it's not just enough to submit the dissertation. There's components of it that need to go along that to illustrate that you are in fact the expert on that topic. Okay, but let's begin with the 3 types of dissertations that I think really do in fact stand out. The first type is the culmination approach. This is where all the work that you have done has culminated in this amazing finding or this progress in your particular field. And the reason that this is a standout approach is because what is happening is in your dissertation, you're demonstrating how each experiment or each body of work is building up to something big, some major theory, some major advancement. So you're showing the journey, and the journey is additive. And at the end, you are an expert in that particular field. This was the approach that I used for my dissertation. The way that it worked is I had a sequence of 3 papers that built on one another. Each paper was looking at a topic in increasingly more depth and rigor until I very well understood the mechanism or process that was happening in my research. And that final study really illustrated my command of the work and ultimately made me an expert in a particular topic. Now, I think this particular approach can be challenging because it requires some foresight, which is why I think you need to think about it early on. In order to have a sequence of works that culminate, they have to build upon one another. And what I often see students do is they get tired of a project idea after a while, or they'll do one study and want to do something totally different for the next one, something totally different for the third. You can't do that if you're doing a culmination approach. You have to stick with an idea or topic and study it in more depth and more depth and more depth as you go to really fully understand it. But those types of dissertations are so satisfying as a reader, where you start with one study or experiment or body of work that increasingly gets more and more specific until you're at the end and they have truly discovered the reason or mechanism behind what is functioning. That is very satisfying and really will make your dissertation stand out. The second option for a dissertation that really stands out is a dissertation that is incredibly rigorous. There are different types of work in every field, and there's always some that are more rigorous than others. And you tend to see people not take on that type of work because it is hard. And it's going to vary for your particular field, but if you take on a dissertation topic that requires incredibly rigorous, hard, complicated research, something that someone else doesn't want to do, and they read your dissertation and they're glad they didn't have to do it, that makes a real standout dissertation. They also tend to be cited a great deal because people don't want to have to do it again. It was so hard for you to do it. They just go ahead and cite your work and build upon that, which is always kind of fun. This type of work can also, of course, be very hard to do simply because it is really technically challenging and it's going to take a lot of human hours and energy. But if you want to make your dissertation stand out, that's definitely one way to do it. The third option to make your dissertation stand out, in my opinion, is I think the hardest, and that is to have a novel topic or finding. Now, this can be challenging as a PhD student because really to find something that is truly novel, something truly innovative, that can be pretty hard where you're at in your career. It can be hard at any stage, honestly. So maybe you're just naturally inclined to be creative and think about problems in new ways. Great. You should definitely do that if you can. I don't think it's something that you can necessarily shoot for if you're not inclined to do that necessarily. But certainly if there is a novel dissertation that I read that has some interesting, unique finding, that really sets it apart. Okay, those are the 3 ways to make your dissertation itself stand out, but I think you need to do more beyond just submitting the dissertation. Like I said, just, turning in the document should not be the goal. That is a milestone, but the goal is to become an expert in the field and to get whatever dream job that you want. So it's not enough to submit this document. The next thing that you have to do to make your dissertation stand out is to publish it in whatever venue is relevant for your particular field. In most scientific disciplines, this work needs to be peer reviewed. So if you submit your dissertation through your dissertation office, often it does get published in some capacity. Sometimes it goes online. It will not be cited very much unless it goes through peer review. So you need to take the work and don't just leave it in the dissertation form, submit it to a scientific publication and go through that entire peer review process. And then once it is actually published, that will certainly make it stand out more. I would say probably 50% of dissertations actually get published. And what tends to happen is you hit the end of your PhD and you are tired. I get it. And so having to do these extra things, particularly if you're not staying in academia, seems no one wants to do it, but really push through it because you spent so much time and energy into this work and the world needs to know. They need to have access to your findings. So do try to publish that work in whatever venue is appropriate for your field. Now, the last thing I think you should do to make your dissertation stand out is to talk about it. It is not enough in this day and age to just simply publish a work in a peer-reviewed journal. There are so many publications coming out all of the time. You need to tell people about your work. That can be very uncomfortable, I get it, but I will say if you're not telling people about it, they're not gonna know. And even if it is the most innovative or the most rigorous or it builds so well, if people don't know about it, it is not gonna have any impact in the field and it's not gonna help you reach your goals of being an expert, right? You want people to know that you are the expert in this particular topic. So you need to talk about it. Take every opportunity you can to discuss it at conferences. You should also consider asking people to give talks in their labs or their colloquiums. Once you get your PhD, more people will be willing to let you give talks in their particular departments. So take that opportunity to advertise this work. And I want you to think about it in 2 different flavors of describing the work. One is for experts. These are people in your field that study what you study. You need to be able to talk about the work in technical detail to them, describe as much detail as they want to go into, okay? You need to be prepared and know all of the work well enough to be able to describe any question that they have about your topic, okay? The next is you want to be able to describe it to either the general public or people who are in science generally, but not in your particular field. So you need to be able to frame the work for those individuals, describe why it's important, why it is interesting to them, and not get in as much detail. This is so hard for students who are just graduating because you just went through the PhD process, you are in the weeds, and you will want to talk about all of the details or just accidentally talk about all the details. That will make you look more junior, okay? You, as an expert, can frame your work for different audiences, and that will really go over well and make your work more cited. My most cited publication is the one I talk about the most, which makes sense. I think it's probably my best paper, but it's certainly the one that I include in almost every talk because it's a theoretical paper that can really frame the way I describe the other work. But I think there is a very strong correlation with the work that I talk about more and the work that gets cited more. Okay, so I think if you do all of those things, you can really have a dissertation that stands out. I just want to say it might feel like a high standard to have a dissertation that stands out, but this is your time and your energy, and you're never going to have another dissertation. So why not make it amazing and have it do everything that it can to help you reach your goals of getting that dream job, being the expert in the field. If you found this useful, please consider clicking the like button and subscribe to this channel for more content on academic success. Academia can be tough, but you don't have to go through it alone. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.